Hey everybody, it's me, Max Farrow from DexFXMarkets.com here today on the 20th of January, 2021. All right, what we got for you today is just a quick release of the soon to be coming Dex AtomiX indicator. Right now, it's creatively hidden under the indicators and invite scripts only under the Dex AtomiX B. Shh, don't tell nobody. Okay, but here very shortly, in the next 24 hours to 48 hours, we're going to be releasing the Dex AtomiX, not the Dex AtomiX or the Dex AtomiX, the Dex AtomiX, just like it's spelled out right there. And what this will be is something to this effect. But now, as a little sub-release so you can kind of see what's going on for you guys that are in data testing and beta testing for us, we created a newer version of that system. Doesn't change any of the main mechanics of the process, but what it does do is that it creates I just cleaned it up a little bit, right? One thing that was a real pain in the butt was always changing the alert message stuff from 4 to 2 and all that. So for now, what we've taken that out of there. When you have an alert message now, it will automatically configure whether it's a JPY or a non-JPY pair and add the appropriate 2 decimal point or 4 decimal points integer to the alert. So that's all done automatically now. Secondly, on that same kind of note, where we had before, you had to put the 0.0003 thing in here. Now you just need to put a default of 3 if you're trading with 3 pips, right? Because if you're trading like a 35.65, most of your trades will pick up at 3 pips. If you're trading at a 45.55 model, you may only be putting 1 pip in here to trade that kind of model. And anything in between. Higher means that you're trading probably more into the money. So 25.75 kind of thing at 4. Okay? Hopefully that makes sense. But for now, if you're trading 35.65, use 3 pips. Now what this will do as well now is that it'll automatically, when you switch over to an Audi JPY or USD JPY, any JPY pair, it'll still take it in consideration whether it's a JPY pair or not, and only add 3 pips. So you don't have to put in the actual decimal point margin in there, okay? That's about, nope, there's one more thing. In the backtesting range, what we've created is a 3 variable process. One, you could do last 90 days. Now, if you have a pro account, you may not get 90 days, right? So it doesn't really matter. Even though that you are doing 90 days, it's the last 90 days. So what it's going to do is automatically, it's going to ignore whatever is down in this custom area and go from today's date. That's why we did this. Even though that you may only have 30 days or 60 days worth of data, your data might be different. If you have a Pro or Pro Plus, you may only getting 30 days. But if you have a Premium, you're getting 90 days worth of backtesting, or data as we call it, okay? You can also set a custom date, so if you wanted to make these a little bit different. We also moved these up so you can actually select on the actual dates and make that a little easier. See, here's on the 21st. This is September. We'll go back to January, and there's today's date. Boom, just like that. Okay? Excuse me. So we made this a little bit easier. Same things all apply to the long and short that we had in there. The medium risk type is still there. The validated signals is still there. Moving average length is still there. Now, the moving average length will only, if you don't have validated signals selected, if you have validated signals selected, moving this moving average around will do some changes to the process. If I do something to that effect, see, it changes just a little bit. But I wouldn't go so much down that line of testing just at the moment, okay? Because it does have another rabbit hole you can go down, whether or not it's moving average or not, unvalidated or validated, okay? Now remember, validate just means that the pair was above or below, like a buy is above the MA. And if they're validated, anything that's above, or see, like this right here is not, because this one's not validated, okay? When this signal fired, even though that the arrow is below, the price at time of release right here, when it first started, was above, okay? So that's really important to know, that even sometimes you may get an arrow that's below. It's like, Max, but that should have been a validated signal. No, not necessarily, because it's when the price is opening for the bar that it's showing on. So this is the open, which was above the moving average. All right? Hopefully that finds you well. The alerts and everything else stay the same as they normally do. Make sure that you're working your process however you're doing it. We will have more videos coming. As a future release, what's about to happen is that we're going to have this available for the Dex AtomiX B, okay, for a short period of time. We're then going to remove that process and go that everybody's going to have the Dex AtomiX added. So we're going to have a special page for you to go to request that, which, you know, if you decide that you want to request it and push on for it, you got to make sure that you have a paying account. Okay, that you are up to date in your paying, or you won't be able to keep it. This will start on February 1st. Okay, so I want you to keep that in mind. We do have free versions of trading systems, but they're not even as close to being as robust as this is. So if you are here and you are trading, you are working with us, and you don't have some sort of specialty already, please make sure that you get your butt into the customer service area and get your paying membership on, because this means a lot to us. This is what's going to push the programs to be better and better every single time. If it wasn't for those people that were already paying, we wouldn't be able to do what we're doing right now. All right. I'm Trader Max. This is DexFXMarkets.com. We'll see you next time. And as always, trade well.